Welcome everyone. I'll present Democratizing Game Modding with GenAI or a case study on StarCharm, a tool for creating characters in Stardew Valley. Our motivation is the growing demand for personalized gaming experiences, especially from players without technical skills. Modding has become a vibrant space for creativity where players can reshape their favorite games. However, most modding tools are inaccessible to those without programming or game design knowledge. GenAI promises a paradigm shift. It can translate natural language into code, assets, or even a story, enabling more inclusive and intuitive mod creation. Our study had three main objectives. First, we designed and implemented StarCharm. Second, we studied how players with different levels of modding experience interact with this tool. We wanted to learn how GenAI changes the creative process and how players perceive the influence of AI on authorship and community norms. We also want to extract implications for future co-creative modding tools. We chose Stardew Valley as our research context. It's a 2D farming game known not just for farming mechanics but also for rich social interactions with NPCs. The game is ideal because it has a strong modding support through the SMAPI framework plus an active and collaborative community that openly shares mods and feedback. This makes it a great testbed for exploring how GenAI can enhance creativity, support co-creation, and foster ownership in modding. Our study focuses on NPC modding, a narrative-driven mod type involving dialogue, schedules, and interactions, which is perfect for co-creative exploration with AI tools. First, we explored existing character mods for Stardew Valley to understand their structure, content, and variety. We analyzed 542 new NPC mods. While casual mods are simpler, most mods still require technical expertise, so our study focuses on helping non-technical players make modding more accessible. Second, we moved into tool design and prototyping, creating design guidelines, wireframe, and eventually a functional prototype. Finally, we structured and conducted a user study with participants who had diverse modding backgrounds. We distilled three design guidelines from modern needs, previous literature, and early user studies. To support diverse users and creative workflows, the tool aims to start simple, reveal complexity gradually, and always allow iteration. In the first step, users provide a free text character description. The system returns three AI-generated highlight cards to inspire and guide the player's choices. Each card includes basic information about the character with four brief sentences to describe various aspects of the character, such as their personality, hobbies, and occupation. Users can regenerate each highlight card until they get the desired character. The user then selects one highlight to expand here. They can personalize their character by refining the generated personality, dialogues, and schedules of the character. The interface allows direct edits and previews. Finally, in the last step, the tool compiles everything into game-ready config files in JSON. These files are downloadable and directly compatible with Stardew Valley modding tools, allowing players to go from idea to in-game NPC without any coding. For the study, we recruited 10 participants with at least 20 hours of Stardew Valley gameplay using Reddit, Discord, and word of mouth. The procedure had three parts: an introductory walkthrough, independent tool use over 1 to 2 weeks, and exit interviews on their experiences. We analyzed interview transcripts using thematic analysis to identify patterns and design implications. We found that users engaged with StarCharm in creative and personal ways, and the process resembled brainstorming. Users refined prompt iteratively. StarCharm lowered barriers and supported ideation for non-modders, though some noted that AI outputs lacked depth. While AI helped expand access in the modding community, some worried it might reduce collaboration over time. I will explain more about some of the findings here. Participants shared a positive perception of the tool. They viewed it as a gateway into modding, a facilitator for ideation, a powerful content creation aid, and appreciated its familiar user interface. StarCharm lowered barriers for non-technical users, inspiring many to try modding for the first time and broadening creative participation. A familiar chatbot-like interface that felt approachable and in control, reducing intimidation and boosting usability. Participants also highlighted challenges in using GenAI for game modding. They mentioned the complexity of the tools, issues with inaccurate content generation, difficulty in achieving richness and variety, unmet expectation, and a gap in trust. Several participants experienced content diverging from their inputs. They needed to edit the results to match their intentions. Even when outputs matched intent at first glance, dialogues lacked freshness. They became repetitive, overly polite, or predictable. Players quickly noticed the robotic quality, which is less immersive than human written content. Participants had mixed views on AI's impact on the modding community. AI may support the growth of a more diverse community, may undermine the value of originality and craftsmanship, and also may diminish the sense of community. Recruitment barriers on the platforms like Reddit and official forums show real discomfort with AI-assisted modding. AI lowered entry barriers, empowering non-coders to create. Participants felt it enabled new character ideas and helped connect diverse creators, keeping the community vibrant. Traditional modding thrives on collaboration and mutual support. AI risks replacing these dynamics with isolation creation, weakening the social and technical bonds that sustain modding communities. We explored GenAI's impact on the modding ecosystem. For players, it lowered barriers but sometimes led to generic dialogue that hurt immersion. For mod creators, it boosted novice confidence, though experts felt constrained and showed AI work best as an assistant with room for refinement. For communities, participation expanded, but tensions emerged between accessibility and craftsmanship, risking collaboration and long-term culture. Another key takeaway was how StarCharm enabled co-creation. Instead of fully generating content, it supported a back-and-forth workflow where users refined and personalized outputs. This made participants feel like active authors, though the tool sometimes struggled with complex intent, raising questions about control. It highlights a GenAI challenge, balancing automation with authorship. Tools like StarCharm show promise if designed for personalization, control, and iteration. Thank you for listening. Contact us if you have questions or comments, and please read our paper.